if it wasn't for the kindness of a group of strangers in Cape Town. One Port Elizabeth woman says she'd still be on drugs. Layla Bham says it wasn't easy to turn her life around because of the added pressures of the COVID-19 pandemic. Here now is a story of hope. It also highlights the plight of countless women caught in a web of substance abuse during one of the most difficult periods in recent history. Here's eNCA's MORTLOCK.
When Layla Bham unexpectedly fell pregnant with her fourth child last year, she decided to get clean after being on drugs for several years. Bham left Port Elizabeth with her husband and children in search of a better life in Cape Town. The hard lockdown made her journey even more challenging.
It was so difficult for me to get a permit to get here because there was no interprovincial traveling, so I had to go to 4 different police stations to get the permits, and you get curbed because shelters are full.
She was turned away by several shelters and eventually found help at the eNCA shelter in Heideveld. Here, Bham went through a 90-day upskilling and rehabilitation program. She's one of the lucky ones. Globally, the pandemic has led to an increase in drug abuse and hampered public health services for the most vulnerable.
For us, COVID is depressing. For us, it's been, do you go out, don't you go out? Do you stay at home? Do you keep your kids indoors or not? Imagine you're poor and you're vulnerable and you're abused and you're living on the Cape Flats and the shelter is full. It is a nightmare. So we're seeing more depression, harder substances being used.
Osman says she wants to help more women like Bham, who now works as an administrator at one of eNCA's other facilities.
Sky's the limit for me right now. I'm so hopeful. My kids are happy. My family is back together.
Osman says government, NGOs and communities need to work together to help families in need during the pandemic. MONIQUE, MORTLOCK, Cape Town.